Hi guys, today I am going to show you how to make chocolate pudding. It is the easiest thing to make. It takes a little bit of time, but it is so easy to make. This is Martha Stewart's recipe from 2006. So it's a really good recipe, and let's get started. So you're going to be putting all of your dry ingredients into a small saucepan. So you're going to be putting in a third of a cup of sugar. Okay. And you're also going to be putting in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and cornstarch is a thickening agent, so that's what's going to make the pudding get firm and hold together. So we need 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and we need some salt. And so we're going to whisk this all together just so it's nice and incorporated. Okay. So now you're going to add your egg yolks and your milk. So we need to separate the egg yolks from the white. So we are going to do that. I'm going to put you down so I can do this. Okay, so I have separated the yolk from the white, and a good tip for all of you bakers: instead of throwing out the white when you separate the egg, you can freeze the white and save it for, like, angel food cake takes like 6 egg whites. So I usually freeze this, and then when it comes time for me to make angel food cake, I already have my whites, and it's, it cuts out a step. So you have your egg yolks, and we are just going to kind of beat these lightly. Okay, so we need 2 cups of milk. So because we have our eggs in there, we are going to just go a little bit above the 2-cup mark just to make sure we have enough milk. Okay, that should be good. And I used up all my milk. Okay, so we're going to stir this together. And you really don't want to see any more of the yolk. You want to see it all come together. And you can see down at the bottom where there's still some yolk left. So you just want to scrape with your whisk. Get any of those little pockets. Okay, that should be good. So we are going to add this to the dry ingredients, and we will cook it for, the recipe says to cook it for about 8 to 10 minutes until it's thickened, and so I will come back. Okay, so we are whisking all of the dry and wet ingredients together. And you just really just kind of want to stir it up so there's no more little pockets of sugar and cocoa powder and stuff like that. So just keep giving it a good mix, and it'll eventually come together. I mean, this is the very first stage, so you're gonna put it on medium-low. And you'll just continue to slowly whisk. You don't really want to beat it. You really just kind of want to slowly whisk it so that no lumps form. So, anyways, just keep on whisking, and I will come back when it is all thickened. Okay, so we have been whisking for about 10 minutes now. And it's kind of thick. You can see how it kind of wiggles, and you know, it's just really thick. It's no longer loose. So you can keep cooking it until your desired consistency. But I'm gonna call mine done. I just turned the heat off, and I have half a cup of chocolate chips. Now I'm using dark chocolate instead of semi-sweet, and then I have a tablespoon of butter. So you're going to whisk that in, and then we are going to pour it through a sieve into our bowl. Okay, whisk it all in. Okay, so now you're going to pour the pudding into your sieve. Okay, and you're going to kind of stir it around, and you'll see it coming down from the bottom. And this is just to get rid of any of those lumps. No matter how much you stir it, you're always going to have lumps of either chocolate or mostly it's the corn starch. Okay, so you're going to scrape the bottom of your sieve. Okay. Just kind of jiggle it down. And what I do, you definitely want this to cool before you put it into the refrigerator. But in order to not have a skin, if you leave it without it, if you leave it uncovered, it will form a skin. And it just kind of makes your pudding lumpy all over again. So make sure the surface of the pudding is covered, like so. So it's going to be right on top. And just leave it like that until it's actually cool to the touch, and then put it into the refrigerator and, you know, just enjoy it. Whenever it's cool, you can put whipped cream on top, and you can serve it with fresh berries or whatever you like. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys.